Hello, my name is Dr. Alice, and I am the virtual stress doc. I am a naturopathic doctor who takes a holistic approach to health and well-being. So I like to look at a person's whole life when I'm helping them feel the best that they can. And I specialize in stress, anxiety, and burnout because I find that it's often the source for so many other health conditions, or at least a major contributing factor to such conditions such as anxiety, depression, fatigue, digestive issues, high blood pressure, headaches, just to name a few. So when we address stress, it will help these other conditions. And I put together this amazing, incredible program called the Stress Busters program, which is 8 weeks to break free from burnout so you can enjoy your life and family again without sacrificing performance. If anything, it's going to boost up your performance and your productivity. I'm really excited because this program is the cumulative effect of a decade of helping hundreds of people do the same thing, as well as years and years of training that I have done for myself and for others to feel the best that they can. So I'm excited for this program, and let's dive in and share what it's all about. So do you feel overwhelmed by all the demands of your work and your life that it makes you want to pull your hair out, scream, or just quit your job and run away? Do you feel sick and tired of feeling exhausted or gross in your body all the time? Maybe you experience headaches, weight gain, sleep, or digestive issues. Do you feel like it's a struggle to focus at work because there's so much to do and your mind is on overdrive, working too many hours, close to burnout, wondering if there's a better way? Are you frustrated because you feel like a hamster in a wheel trying to survive one day at a time? Do you feel stressed because you have no idea how you're going to get it all done? There's so many items on your to-do list. And do you feel sad because you never have time for yourself or the people you care about? Or perhaps you are sick of surviving life and you are ready to thrive in life and reach your full potential. If you said yes to any of these questions, well, then you are in the right place. The Stress Busters program is designed to help you break free from stress and burnout naturally in 8 weeks or less. It's also designed to help you go from a mind that is full to becoming mindful. So if your brain is constantly on overdrive, bouncing all around, stressed about all the things you have to do, and making it hard to sleep or focus, well, then this program is for you. We cannot stop all those thoughts from popping into our brains, but we can interact with them differently so it doesn't create stress in our bodies or mind. And I can train you to not only cope with the many stressors of life, but to be powerful and resilient in the face of them. Because the reality is that we cannot always change the stressors in our life, but we can change ourselves and how we respond and react to those stressors. I'm here to tell you that you can achieve freedom from stress, anxiety, and burnout without medication so you can be more productive, effective, and focus on what matters to you. You can feel good in your body and mind, even at work. You can improve health concerns that are exacerbated by your stress or anxiety, like weight gain, high blood pressure, or sleep issues. You can be the source of calm for the people around you, and you can actually thrive in your life. So what does this program entail? Let's dive into the portal and I'll show you firsthand. So if you go to my website, if you decide to join the program, you'll have a members login. So you'll scroll all the way down to the bottom of my website where you see members login. And then voila, you're in the Stress Busters program. There's about 20 something mini modules. I made them short and quick, 5 to 15 minutes. So those busy professionals that have not a lot of time can get these quick lessons in a time that works, fit them in wherever they can. Ideally, you want to shoot for 3 or 4 modules every week if you want to accomplish this in 8 weeks. But if that doesn't work for you, maybe it's just 1 module a week and it may take you twice as long. But making progress, a little baby steps is better than nothing. So that's what it's all about. And it's really about not just watching these modules, it's about actually taking the actions that I'm going to be recommending. There's going to be these blue slides that you see just like this, which is requiring you to take an action, whether that's filling out a worksheet or doing a mindfulness exercise. There's a lot of actions to do because that's what leads to results in having you feel better. So go through all these training modules. There's a ton of juicy, good stuff about reprogramming your mind for success, befriending your brain, really kind of brain hacking, all sorts of goodies in there. Time management, nutrition, exercise, all the things to have a really powerful, fulfilling, and awesome life free of stress. So get through these modules. And then also, as a bonus, I'm including my 6-week natural wellness program. This is a little more geared towards weight loss and lowering your cholesterol, high blood pressure, digestive issues, as well as giving you a clear nutrition plan to follow if you want to do that. I'll put that in the Stress Busters training as well, but these modules are about an hour long each versus these ones are going to be 5 to 15 minutes is what I'm shooting for. Some are a little bit longer, but most of them are in that range. And then you get this extra bonus library of mindfulness with Dr. Alice. They are a ton of different meditation and mindfulness exercises so you can break free from stress, anxiety, and burnout sooner. And that's really one of the hugest important factors is to develop a mindfulness practice. It's like exercising. If you only exercise once, can't expect to be healthy and fit for the rest of your life. And the same goes for your brain. It's like training your brain. This is exercises for your brain. So find one that really resonates with you and do it on a regular daily basis. And you're going to start to see a shift in your stress levels for sure. And there's also added goodies. It's on my YouTube page, but it's just also easier to manage and look through the topics in this portal where you can look at a variety of personal development topics, ways to improve your life and feel happier and more fulfilled, whether that's creating healthy habits, developing social skills as an introvert, kindness, pleasure, all sorts of dealing with anger, all sorts of goodies are in there. So check that out. And then there's my Healing Around the World project, which is me interviewing a bunch of doctors around the world about various health conditions that you might be experiencing. So dig in that library if you're dealing with some health concerns. And then finally, there's my love lessons with Dr. Alice. If you're single or in a relationship or married, it's really about enhancing your relationship and enjoying the process or enjoying the dating process if that's where you're at in your life. Because having quality relationships feeds into having an amazing quality life. You should be happy. If you are single, it's okay to not be in a relationship. You should find love and happiness within yourself. First and foremost is one of the things that I emphasize. But, to build quality relationships does take skill and some mindfulness around that. So check those out. All sorts of goodies. So you get the whole shebang because I wanted to give you as many resources as you can. So it's just one price for all of these goodies. Again, you don't have to watch through all of them. You can pick and choose what you want. Ideally, you want to get through all of the Stress Busters modules as they come out. But then in the meantime, you can check out these other trainings to help you live your best life. So let me tell you why I decided to become a stress expert and why I created the Stress Busters program in the first place. Yes, it is to help people who are struggling with stress and burnout. But I decided to specialize in this issue in particular because I personally have been there myself many times. You see, being ambitious and driven to perform has been both my strength and weakness. I'm a go-getter, action taker, and I get things done. I have a ridiculous amount of degrees, licenses, and accomplishment, yet at the same time, I feel like it's still not enough. There's always more to do. There is never enough time to get all the things I want to achieve done. But the downside of this drive is that I tend to work myself into the ground sometimes, working until 2 a.m., occasionally, sometimes 4 a.m. So I wake up exhausted, less focused and productive, and attempt to get more stuff done, but my mind is bouncing all around the place. I'm frazzled and burnt out. It was like being a hamster running in a wheel 24/7, and I would stay in that wheel all the time. Though running in the wheel all the time eventually led me to slow down to a crawl and barely get anything done or produce quality work. If I would just get off the wheel and get some sleep, I could actually get back on and start running again rather than crawl indefinitely. This is a life lesson I've had to learn several times over. I remember back in my first year of med school, I had 9 finals during my second quarter. I remember surviving off of Rockstar energy drinks and studying late into the night and only getting 4 hours of sleep every night for a whole week. On top of that, I had major test anxiety, so it made it even harder to focus and absorb the materials. Because when you're stressed or anxious, less blood flows to your brain for critical thinking, and more blood flows to your heart to beat it faster so you can run away from a danger. Wait a minute, don't I need more blood to go to my brain during these critical times? Needless to say, I didn't actually perform that well on those finals. And I ended up getting sick for a whole week after and spent my whole spring break sick as a dog in bed. That was not fun. The next quarter, I knew I needed to approach things differently. The proverbial, sometimes you have to slow down to speed up. So I was proactive about managing my well being. I never studied past 10 p.m. because let's face it, when I'm exhausted, nothing actually makes sense anyway. I trained my body and mind to respond to stress in a healthier way with various meditation and mindfulness techniques. I ate clean food that fueled my body rather than junk food that gave me a crash after a few hours. I made sure to get a good night of sleep every night during finals that next quarter. And you know what? I did infinitely better on my finals this time around and finished out the school year on a high note. I was so much more clear minded, had better energy, and I was able to actually move at the pace I wanted to for my productivity. And now I know that the key to my own success is structure and accountability to get me off the hamster wheel and rest. I didn't do it alone. I had a lot of people support me in this process. And now, over a decade later, I have dedicated my life to understanding the human stress response. And I've had a significant amount of training in several different tools that can help people respond to stress in a healthier way so they can perform at a higher level. And I have helped hundreds of people successfully handle their stress, anxiety, and burnout. But don't take my word for it. Here are some of the things my clients have said over the years. Sue, who I saw several years ago, I started seeing Alice in the spring of this year. She was recommended by my naturopathic physician. I was experiencing anxiety about many things. My nerves were off the charts, reacting to every little stress. My blood pressure was high, and I had a fear of taking my blood pressure. I was also experiencing digestive distress. Alice taught me breathing techniques with biofeedback. Through this practice, I was able to not only get my nerves under control, but I haven't felt this good in 10 years. It improved my mood, and I'm able to handle the stress with the breathing. It's incredible. My blood pressure has returned to normal, and through the breathing lessons, I've been able to monitor my own blood pressure without fear. My digestion is back to normal as well. I have also used the breathing to improve my running, and I'm currently getting better mile times than I have in 4 years. Alice is a healer. Thank you. And Kalila said this about working with me. I saw Alice for biofeedback to help control my anxiety and recurring migraines. She did a wonderful job explaining my parasympathetic nervous system to me, as well as the science behind biofeedback, which is a relaxation training program, by the way. She's very passionate about what she does, and it shows. Her prices are very fair. The biofeedback has been a great tool for managing stress and anxiety, and has helped reduce the number of migraines I have. On another note, Alice is super responsive via email, which I love. And I am so excited to share with you many of those tools throughout this program so you can break free from stress and burnout and become the best version of yourself. You imagine what would it be like if you're experiencing migraines or digestive issues or high blood pressure and your life is a frazzled mess and you're stressed and not focused and have no energy? What would it be like if you could just not have that be an issue anymore? Just imagine. So, if you are committed to living a better, happier, and stress free life, then invest in yourself and your health and join the program so you can start feeling better today. If you make it all the way to the end of the program and complete all the modules and the worksheets, shoot me an email and I'll send you a special gift because I want to congratulate you for doing the hard work to work on yourself and to take care of yourself. That is so necessary in this day and age where we're not really taking time for ourselves, and that's leaving us burnt out and depleted. So Yes, send me an email. I'd love to hear your progress, or even if you have anything or thoughts, feedback along the way, feel free to reach out. I'm available and I'm really excited and I hope you join because it's going to change your life. And thank you for listening in.